Hello everyone, welcome back. Yoke here, or YokeDatOneBloke as I'm sometimes known. I'm here again with another Resident Evil tier list. I haven't done one of these for about, I would say it's been about like 4 games have come out since I did this last. So we're going to see if any of my opinions have changed or not. For those that don't know, I'm a Resident Evil master. I know more about Resident Evil than any of you. So let's go ahead and go through this list and see which ones are good or bad. So let's go ahead and start with, okay, we're going to start with Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Okay, so there's not, I'm going to add another level here. Add a row below. We're going to change that to red, and we're going to call this F tier for failure, or fail. And that is where Operation Raccoon City will go. Because, no one really plays this game anymore. Plus, you can't really get it on Steam. And if you can't play it on PC, what does it matter? Speaking of that one, by the way, we're going to throw Code Veronica X in there. Because, once again, you can't play it on PC. What's the point? So let's see here. What's next? We'll go ahead and get rid of the ones that are really just bad. Or you don't really need to play, honestly. The ones that do tell you need to play these, it's just, I don't trust them. Absolutely don't trust them. So we'll throw in Umbrella Chronicles, Mercenaries 3D, let's see here, Dark Side Chronicles, and we'll throw in Revelations 1, and also not seeing Revelations 2. It'll probably be in the list later. But yeah, the ones I just added are were on Nintendo consoles first, and those are like children's consoles, so why even bother playing them? And I know some of them came out later on proper adult consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, but by then it was they're so outdated. Why even bother? By the way, I just realized Gaiden's there. That was on the Game Boy Advance. Who remembers that? Honestly. So let us look through here at some of these other ones. Gun Survivor 2, no one's ever played it. The first Survivor game, no one played it. Honestly, you don't need to play it. It's pretty trash. I've seen some people say that it needs to be remade. They're wrong. Honestly, they just need to go away. That's just how it is. Let's see here. Resident Evil 4. Good for its time, but it's pretty outdated now. It can go there. See, Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as the original. I don't like that they made a lot of the jokes not make sense. It seemed like they were trying to play it too seriously, and I didn't really get it. So we're going to throw that in there for right now. Dead Aim, no one really played it either, so that goes right there. Operation... Let's see here. No, I already put Operation Raccoon City up. Outbreaks. No, they're stuck on PlayStation 2, and they were online only. Why? There's probably more than 5 people even like Resident Evil anyway, and I'm one of them. So we just throw it there to fail, because they just I don't know why Capcom made this amount of Resident Evil games. It's kind of weird, ain't it? RE-verse, Capcom's attempt at making a really bad multiplayer game. Resistance can go in there. Their attempt at recreating a really bad Outbreak game. And let's see here. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Not as good as the original, I will say that. So I will put it on F. Just because there's no real DLC for that. And nowadays you gotta have $80 worth of DLC for it to even be a proper game anymore. So, just throw that in there. Oh, there's Revelations 2. Yeah, that goes right in there. Just on a kid's console. I don't know why. I don't know what Capcom was thinking. Resident Evil is just for adults. If you really have to go to a Nintendo console to play it, you need to grow up, honestly. Just absolutely grow up. Alright, Resident Evil 2 Remake. It was alright. But once again, not a lot of DLC. Absolutely not a lot of DLC. I just don't understand what they were thinking of. At first I was kind of hyped for Resident Evil 2 Remake, but honestly, it was just the same It's just the same stuff. I don't really understand it. Let's see, Village and Resident Evil 7. Uh, like I was trying to play these two, and I'm just like, this isn't like Call of Duty at all, man. Like there's no kill streaks or anything like that, so just it goes right in there. Let's see here. Resident Evil 5 was okay, I guess. There's really nothing interesting. You're just looking at like brown desert most of the time. I know you like stay in the city for most of the game, so it's like it's boring, honestly. They tried to recreate Resident Evil 4 also, and they just failed because Resident Evil 4 is a pretty great game. But yeah, it's by the time you try to recreate 4, it's outdated. Like Gears of War have already passed you, man. Like why even bother making it? And it was barely co-op too. AI was trash, man. Let's see here. Resident Evil 0, no one cares about Rebecca, so we're just going to throw that in there. Umbrella Corps, it could have been a pretty good game, but, I don't know why it wasn't like a Battle Royale, so just throw that in there and just wasted potential. Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 6, I would say, well, no. It had characters I didn't care about, so we're just going to throw that down there. Like, you had Leon, you had Chris, and, I don't know who else. Honestly, I didn't play the rest of the game. It's just bad, honestly. Once again, they tried to do what Resident Evil 5 did, which is ripping off Resident Evil 4, and it's just a worse game for it. Resident Evil 2, the original. It's a classic, but being a classic, it's outdated. Let's just put that in there. Like the graphics, it's not scary anymore. It's. The voice acting's kind of bad. Let's throw that in there. Let's see. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. That's just Resident Evil 2 DLC, so we're just going to put that in there. You don't need to play it. It's bad. Let's see here. Resident Evil 1 Remake. I know a lot of people like this game, but honestly, guys, you have to understand that Resident Evil is outdated. Okay, especially Resident Evil 1 Remake. This needs to be remade again. And probably spice it up a little bit. Make it like a battle royale, like Fortnite. I think that'd be really cool. Being like a mansion, like fighting like 50 other people. That's I think it's better that way, honestly. Plus the tank controls, that's what fails about some of these other Resident Evil games. What this is, it's just old. And no one even cares about this anymore. The people who are like, oh well, it's the best Resident Evil game ever made, they're just being hipsters. Just ignore them, man. Because Resident Evil 4 got rid of the tank controls, so that's great for its time. But once again, it's just old. And Resident Evil 1 is okay. It started the series, and to me it's one of the only true ones. But the reason why it's on F is because this is when Capcom started to become woke. Look at this image of Jill over here on the screen. That's so woke of Capcom, man. Absolutely woke. And look at Chris, that's also woke too. This zombie, woke as well. I don't even understand what they're doing anymore. Why is Capcom even a company that makes games? They should just make movies. Yeah, so that's the end of my Resident Evil tier list. As you can see, it's a pretty fair list. And if you disagree, you're just not a true Resident Evil fan like me. So yeah, Resident Evil is bad, so you should just never play it. Bye, everyone.